Hello, what's up guys? My name is Gazanfar and today in this video I'm going to show you how you can create a digital marketing and web solution service provider's website using WordPress in Elementor and Elementor Pro. Now this is going to be a completely theme based website. I'll show you how you can set up the theme and how you can create this website step by step with no steps skipped. So in order to get started, please check the description section of this video. I'll attach some of the resources that you will definitely require to create website of such kind. Now this is going to be a static website with the pages such as home page, services page, portfolio page, our pricing page, about us page, blog page and contact page. I'll also attach a template for team page in case you need that. I'll be attaching all of these images in the description section as well so that you can utilize all of these images. And we have specifically sections for each and everything, like for services and for about us, for the process, and then we have a nice carousel for these testimonials, and then we have this section dedicated to the team, and then we have pricing plan section on the home page. If you want, you can make it a single page website, but in my case I'm going to show you how you can create all of these pages using WordPress. Now we'll be utilizing a theme called Digeco. It is a premium theme available on Theme for Us. I'll be attaching that theme in the description. You can download that just for education purposes, and please do not use that theme for commercial uses. If you want to use the theme for commercial uses, I'll attach the link to the theme provider. Please get a license of that theme from original theme provider. So if you are excited to learn, let's get started. The first thing that you need to do is to install the WordPress on your hosting account. It doesn't matter which hosting services you are using. For example, like Bluehost, GoDaddy, or HostGator, or SiteGround, or any of such kind. It doesn't matter. Just install the WordPress on your hosting account, and you will have a similar dashboard of WordPress registered on your domain. So the first thing that you need to do is to go to these settings, and from here you can change the site title. So in my case, this is going to be a digital marketing agency website. You can also change the tagline in here. If you want, you can keep the tagline or you can remove the tagline. In my case, I'm removing the tagline from here. Here you can view the WordPress address of your website, and here is the site URL of your website. Here you can see the administrative email address of the website, and if you want the website to have the membership facility, you can check mark this, but in our case this is not going to be a membership website, so we are not going to check mark this option in here. Now in here, new user default role, you can define a default role of a new user if you want them to be shop manager, customer, subscriber, contributor, author, editor, or administrator. So by default we have subscriber role, so let's keep it as subscriber. And then we have time zone settings, so you can choose a time zone from here, and then you can choose a date format and time format and everything from here. Once that is done, like once you have updated the site title, click on save changes. After that, you have option for writing. This option is specifically for this blog post. So by default, when you write a post, it get assigned to uncategorized category. So when you will add more categories in the post section, you will have more options available here, and you can choose a default post category from here. Then we have mail servers, login name, password, and other things that are not very important. So let's just keep them as they are. Next thing that you have to check is this reading tab. And from here, you can choose the home page display. And we always want it to be a static page. In my case, I haven't created any pages yet, so we'll get back to this option in a few minutes. And this option is very important, search engine visibility. If you check mark this option, just like as I have done, because I am creating this website just for tutorial purposes, and I am not planning to use this website for any commercial usage. So I have discouraged search engine like Google from indexing this site. Now what it will do, it will restrict my website to be indexed on Google, so no one can find my website on search engine like Google. So in your case, make sure this is not checked mark. So after that, click on save changes, and we have permalinks tab. Permalink tab is very important, and in any cases it should be the post name. Once that is done, so the next thing that you have to do is to go to this appearance, and then you will have to click on this themes. Once you click on themes, you'll see already installed theme available in here. I only have 2021 theme installed in here. So what I want to do is to install a theme. So I'll choose the file, and here is the file. The name of the theme is Digeco, Digeco, or whatever you want to pronounce it. So click on install now, and theme will start uploading. This may take some time depending upon the internet connection that you have. So once the theme will get installed, get uploaded, uh, this option will appear, and from here you will have to click on activate. Once you will choose that, the theme will get activated. So now I do not want to have this 2021 theme, so I'll click on delete button and click on OK, and now we only have one theme available, which is this Digeco theme by Radius Themes. Now once again, I'll attach this theme in the description section of this video, and this is only for education purposes, and I do not want to use this theme for any of the commercial purposes. If you want to use this theme for commercial purposes, please go to the original theme provider, that are Radius Themes, and buy your license key from them. Once that is done, click on this begin activated plugins, and I can bulk select them and click on activate, click on apply. So now these following plugins were activated successfully, and you can verify them by going into this plugin section. So now you can verify all of these plugins have been successfully installed and activated. And in addition, I already have installed the Elementor Pro. I have license of Elementor Pro. If you want to grab a license from Elementor Pro, I'll drop a link in the description, and you can grab the license from Elementor Pro from that link. So now you can see all of these plugins have been successfully installed. So next thing we need to do is that we want to create this kind of layout using this theme. So the first thing that you need to do is to go to this pages section, and then you can see by default all of these pages has been created, and we do not actually need them. So I'll click them, move to trash, and click on apply, and with that all of these pages will be moved to trash. So what we need to do is to click on this add new page, and then we'll have to provide a title. So in our case, this is going to be the home page, and here you can choose the template, and template you'll have to choose Elementor full width, and then in layouts you can choose full width, and custom sidebar we will not need any sidebar, so we'll keep it as default, and keep all of these things as they are now. As they are now, and then you can click on this publish. So now if we view the page, so now you can see we have this breadcrumb and all this area, but what we want is to have a blank page so that we can start creating our own template thing. And there we have the breadcrumb. Keep it disable. Banner title align, keep it default. And then once you click on update and refresh this page, now you can see the breadcrumb is gone. And then banner, we can disable the banner. Click on update. I have to refresh the page. Now that is gone. So this is how you can create a blank page using this Digeco theme. So once the home page is created, we can quickly create other pages such as services, portfolio, and our pricing. So the next thing that you have to do in order to create the hero section just like this, you'll go to this dashboard and go to the slider revolution and click on this. Once you will click on this manual import and choose a template, and I'll provide you this template as I said earlier. So click on open and this template will start importing. And now you can see we have this template created in here. You can click on this and editor will start loading. Now this is loading the content and images are loading and everything is loaded. And from here you can change any text. So like number one digital marketing web solution agency, you can change the text in here. It's like number one digital marketing SEO, and you can see the changes are reflecting here. So this is how you can change all the text in this slider. And these two are the buttons. If you click on this, you can see that we have an HTML going on here. So this is actually an anchor tag opening, and this is the anchor tag closing, and this is the class of the button assigned to that button, and this is href. Href is basically the URL that you want to refer this button to. So in this, make sure you use your own URL. So you can replace your own URL in this section, and once you replace that, that URL will get replaced for this button, and same will goes for this our services button. You will have to simply change the URL in here. Once that is done, click on save and you are all good to go. Once the slider will get imported, what you can do is to go back to this Elementor section of the home page and search for slider revolution, and this will give you option choose this module, and from here choose the content width to be full width or maybe the boxed, and then on the in this layout tab choose the column gap to be no gap, and then come back here. So now you can see that our hero section is imported on the website. So once the hero section is created, The next section that we need to create is this services section. So in order to create the services section, create a new blank section, and in here choose the column gap to be no gap, and go to this widget section and choose a widget called shape, and choose RT shape and paste it here. And from here you can choose the default shape to shape 1 and shape 2. Now this is not visible for now, but this will get visible when we add a new section below this. So this section is going to be this. So we'll choose, what I can do is actually close all of these section because we want to utilize this. So I'll use RT section title widget in here and drop it here. And from here I'll choose the template style too. And now you can see we have a same layout. So I'll copy this and I'll paste the content here, and I'll copy this title and I'll paste this title here, and this is some lorem ipsum, and lorem ipsum is already there. What I can do is to actually add some padding on the top, just like this, and now you can see that we have that image created below. Now if we go to this navigator, this is the hero section and this is the second section. So this is image 2 and we need this shape 2. So make sure you choose shape 2 in this RT shape. And now if I go back to this section in this column, now the next thing that we need to do is to once again click on this plus icon and add 1 2 3 4 5 section layout for these columns. Make sure this is a full width section, or if you don't want to go like this, click on boxed and make it as like 1400 pixels. And then in the column gap, make sure you have this extended gap, and height is okay, and overflow is okay, and structure this is 20 20 20. Okay, so then what you can do is to choose a widget that is info box. So let us see if we have info box in here. There we have info box. So from this info box in the style tab, choose style number 3. So this will go just like this, and this is the same layout that we have in here. So now what we need to do is to change this icon and change all this text. So in order to change the icon, click on this, and this is funnel, and actually so you'll have to find an icon for the funnel over filter. Yes, so here is the icon, choose this icon and click on insert, and now you can see our icon is updated. So what I can do is to quickly copy this title, and I can paste this title here, and then I can simply copy this content, piece of content, and I'll paste this piece of content in here. So now you can see we have this section created, but what we need to do is to change this color. So in order to do that, go to the style tab, and in the style tab, first of all we need to get this color code. So in order to get this color code, right click on this and click on inspect, and in the style tab just go down and you will find this color. So here is the color code. I'll copy this color and I'll paste this color as the icon color, and then I'll do the same thing, icon background hover color and icon background box background hover color. So this is pairing like this, and for the icon background color, paste it. Sorry. So I'll reduce its transparency to something like this, and for the icon background hover color, we can choose a white color, just like this. And now you might have noticed that this is not going well, so we can choose full width, and full width go like this. Now for that, go to advanced tab, go to padding, click on percentage, and from the right choose like 3% to the right and 3% to the left. Now this is showing like this. So I think colors are not the same. The second way of getting this color code is using a Chrome extension. So for that, we can use a Chrome extension like Colorzilla. So with the Colorzilla, you can pick up the color and paste the code here, just like I did. So the next thing what we can do is to actually duplicate this and then drag this to the next section. And in this section, you can see that we have this green color in here. So in order to change this color, and first of all, we'll change this icon. Now we have this icon, which are actually layers or something like that. These are layers. And once that is done, click on copy the content. Then I'll copy this content and I'll paste this content in there. And the next thing that we have to do is to change its color code. So in order to do that, go to this style tab and choose this color code, which is 18DC59. And for the icon background, I'll use the same color code but with transparency, just like this. Now once again, I'll copy this section and I'll paste this section, and I can quickly stylize this section just to make the process faster. So the next step will be creating this who we are section. In order to create this section, we need to create two column layout for a section. So I'll click on this plus icon and choose this layout, and from here we'll choose full width, and in the advanced tab keep it as it is, but we'll add some padding to the top and to the bottom, like 3% to the top and 3% to the bottom. And then from here we'll choose a widget called rt animate image, and in here we'll choose the image. This is the image I already have uploaded. I'll use this image and paste it here. Now you can see this is the image size is thumbnail. We'll keep it as full, and this is looking like this. And from this style we'll choose image style 3. Now you can see it is like this, and in this section we'll disable the padding. Now we have this section created like this. Now we have to add some text in here. So in order to add this text, once again go to this, and we'll choose a widget called RT title text with button and paste it here. What we want to do is we don't want to display the button of this widget. Instead we'll create our own button. We only want to use the content from this widget. So once again click on this icon, and then from here choose vertically align to the middle, and this will align all the content towards the middle. And then I'll simply copy this content and I can paste this content to the section. So now this is done. Next thing we need to do is to add a button widget in here. So I'll search for button, and I'll drag this widget. Now you may notice we have this color in here. So in order to create this widget, I can use this color. So I'll copy this color code, and I'll once again go to this button, go to style tab, and from here what I can do is that I can use a gradient for the button. So in order to use the gradient, the color one, I'll use this blue color, and for the second color I can actually use the purple in this shade, just like here, just like this. And for the angle, I want the angle to be like this, somewhere like 270, just like this. And then from here I can change the size of the button to something like medium, and then the text is no more. No more. And then we can add the icon from icon library here. Choose arrow. So we need to add the arrow icon. So I'll paste it here. And we want this to be aligned, arrow to be aligned towards the after of this, and we can adjust the size just like this. Once that is done, so this is how basically we can design the button in Elementor. So once again, in order to add the hover effect, I'll only reverse the colors, and now if I click on this, you can see it's changing, and angle is 270. So with that, this section is created, and we'll click on update. So the next thing is that we have to create this working process section. In order to create this section, we'll insert a single column layout, and from here first of all we'll adjust the padding. So maybe 3% on top again, or maybe 4% on the top and 4% bottom. And then what we can do actually is to have a background, and we need a gradient background. So what we can do is to simply copy the colors from the buttons that we have created. So I'll have to open the navigator. I'll click on this section. So this is going to be the first color, and then once again I'll copy the second color and I'll paste that color to the section, and then from here I'll choose the angle to be like 60, just like this. So once that is created, now what we can do is to start dragging our widgets. So this is RTL section title, just like this, and we want it to go style 2, just like this. And first of all we'll change the color. So text color be white, and subtitle color also be white, and subtext color should also be white. So once that is done, we'll copy this content from here and I'll paste this content. So once this is created, next thing that we need to do is to add these 4 sections in here. So in order to add these 4 sections, what we can do is to go to this basic and we can drag an intersection widget in here, and we can duplicate this intersection, and we want 4 columns in there. And in those 4 columns, what we need to do is to add a widget for process. So here we have RT working process. So I'll copy drag this widget in the column, and now you can see we have this style. So now we will have to change this icon. So we will insert this research icon in there, and then we can change its text to something like research, just like this. And now we can copy and paste all of these sections in process widgets in there. And what we can do is actually to change these text and titles. Concept, and here is widget for idea, or maybe a search for concept. No, bulb or something like that. So light bulb for this concept. And then we have this development. This development, what I can do is to change a different icon. And then last one we have demo. So next up we have these two sections. So in order to create these two sections, what I can do is to choose two column section layout, and then I'll add some padding on the top and on the bottom. And then you may have remembered that we have created this. So I'll copy this widget and paste it here. And from here I'll copy this text and I will paste this text here. I'll remove the subtitle and then I will copy this and will paste it here, and I want it to be of paragraph. Now for some reasons this paragraph is way bolder than what we want. So maybe once again I'll paste it here, and now this is okay. So this, there may be some cache problem in my server, so this is okay. And then what we need to do is to drag an image. So I'll upload these images. I'll provide you all of these images we are using in this project. I'll upload it here and I'll vertically align it to the middle. And then what we need is to copy this button and paste this button there. Click read more. I want it to be full with no padding. And what we can do is to make it full width in actual, and then add the padding in this section. So maybe 5% to the right, or 6% or 7%, whichever looks good. And same I will apply to the second section, but in here I want the padding to the left side. So just like this. So once this section is created, what we can do is to simply duplicate this section, and once it's duplicated we can change its alignments. And once we change the alignments, what we'll have to do is to change the paddings as well. So something like this. You can increase the padding on the top and on the bottom. I'll simply have to change the image, and then I'll have to change this title. Just like this. So this is how these two sections are created. I'll click update. So the next up we have this testimonial section. So in order to add this testimonial section, add a single column section, go to style tabs and add a background color, and use the code this F9FBFE, and then add a padding, maybe 5% to top and 5% to bottom. Once that is done, copy this widget and paste it here, and then we'll have to change these titles. So instead of doing some styling, let's copy another widget and paste it here. And I will delete this. So now simply copy this text and paste in the relevant section. So now here is the thing. In order to add testimonials carousel, let's say we add this testimonial. Now you can notice we do not have any of these items available to display as testimonials. So how we will be able to add testimonial? For that, you will have to go to the dashboard of your website once again. And in here you can see we have an option that says testimonials. Click on that testimonial and click on that new. And from here we can choose the testimonial. So I'll quickly copy some of the testimonials. So here's the name. Here's the name. And here's the content. Paste this content here. And then we'll have to add designation. This is the designation. App developer. So I'll paste it here. Once that is done, what we need to do is to have this image. So there is the image. I'll copy this URL and open this in a new URL. And now you can see here we have the image. So I'll save this image as a testimonial image. So in similar way, I'll get other images from this website. In this featured image section, we can add our images. Just like this. So once that is done, we can also assign the testimonial categories, but I think we don't need it for now, so I'll click publish. I'll add 2 more reviews. Maybe what I can do is to click on this add new, and I will open this in the edit tab, so that I'll only have to copy this and I can paste the things in the new testimonial. And then set a featured image. That's done. Publish. Then once again click on add new. Now is the third one. So I'll once again copy the designation, paste the designation, marketing, or maybe digital marketing. and then I will copy this content and paste this content in here, and then I'll copy this testimonial title and I'll paste this testimonial title in here. Now the last thing we need to do is to assign an image, and we'll assign this image. Once that is done, hit publish. And now if we go back to our website in the Elementor builder and you hit update and try refreshing this, now you can see we have these testimonials, and instead of style 2, we need style 2 option, and we need navigation arrows, and we don't need navigation dots, we need it autoplay at the 5 second and in the loop. Number of responsiveness 3 columns, no, we need only 1 column, just like this, and always we need 1 column, just like that. So this is how you can create this customer feedback section. After that we have a team section. So once that is done, what we can do is to add a new section with single column, and in here we need a padding of 5% to the top and 5% to the bottom. And once again I'll copy this title widget and I'll paste it here. I'll copy this content and replace this content. So now we need to add these 3 team members. So in order to add these team members, what we need to do is to drag a new widget for teams. So I'll search for team, and here we have RT team. And now once again you can see that we do not have any of team members added. So once again, in order to add the team members, what you need to do is to go back to your dashboard again, and in here you can see this team section. So click on this team and click on add new. Now you can see we have the option to add the name of the team member. So here is the name of team member, which is Michael Jackson, and here is his designation, and you can also add these information. If you want, you can also add social media links in here. So for now I am just dropping these hash in here. Team member skill, if you want you can fill out all of these areas, but for now I'm just filling this out quickly. So I need to get this image of team, click on inspect, so here we have the image. I'll copy this image and save it, and same I will do with this Jane Anderson image and Norman Jordan image. So once we have all these images, what we can do is to copy some of the content for this description part, and then we can add a featured image. So I'll select this, I will add it here, and I'll hit publish. In the same way, I'll add new team members, which is Jane Anderson, UI UX designer is the designation, and here is the random phone number, and this email address, and this random address. And then we have some social media icons, and then we can copy this description and paste it here. Once that is done, next thing we need to add a featured image. So I'll add her image and click publish. And then we need to add one more team member, which is Norman Jordan. I'll copy this description, paste it here, then I'll update the featured image, and then we need to add designations, which is UI UX designer, and I'll copy the phone number, the email address, and the simple address, and then we can add some of these URLs. From here we can add the skills. So like for Jordan we have designer, and it is 65%, so you can choose 65%, and this is done. In the similar way we can add more skills like graphics and developer and everything. So this is how basically we can add team members. And now if I hit publish and go back to this, and if I refresh this page, and if I go down to the team section, now you can see we have the team members. And from here we can choose the style. So style is fine. We have many styles available. You can play around with this. And we have total number of items. We need to add only 3 items in there. And we do not want to display the content. We do want to display the designation, and we do want to display the social media icons. But we do not want to display this show more button in here. I will delete this button, and I'll remove the button text. Now you can see we have this section created for the team. Next up, we have this pricing plan section. This is very easy section. So what we can do is to simply copy this and paste it here. What we don't want is to use this testimonial widget. I will copy this content and I will change the subtitle and the title in here. Next up, we have these three pricing plans. So first of all, I'll drop in an inner section. After that, I'll search for pricing table widget and I'll drop it here. Now you can see we have this pricing widget dropped in there. So what we need to do is to change the colors. So I will copy this orange color and I will add this as an icon background, just like this, but maybe more lighter. And then we can copy this text, starter plan, and here is the description of the plan, like features or description or anything that you want to say. And then we have pricing of the plan, per month. And then we have this feature prefix. For now, I do not want to use any of these buttons, so I'll remove the button. And I just want it to be like this. Once again, I'll remove the padding. And then what I can do is to duplicate this section because I want three of these pricing plans. I'll remove these unnecessary sections. What I can actually do is to select the column and go to styles and borders, and I can add a solid border of this 2 pixels or maybe 1 pixels only, just like this. And I can reduce its opacity just like this one, but I only want this opacity to be applied towards the right side, just like this. So once that is done, I'll copy this section style and paste this style here, and note on the third one. Once the starter plan is created, we can create the advanced plan. And the price is 49.99 with some additional features. Then we have this premium plan with the price of, let's say, 59.99 with some premium features. Once that is done, now we'll have to simply change these colors. So we need to pick up a green color that we already have used. So I'll copy this color code and I will paste this color code in here, and I'll decrease its opacity. I'll change the icon color as well. And next up, we need to add one more color. It will be like this red color. And I will paste that color in here. and I'll change the icon color as well. So this is how you can create this pricing plan section. After that, we have these logos created in here. So we need to drag one more inner section. Well, we can use the navigator. And now we have this here. So we need logo grid. I'll paste it here. And now we need to add some items in there. So I'll quickly save these images. And I'll have to add these items in there. From here, number of responsive column, and 5 the desktop, 4 3 2 1, this is okay. Slider option, navigation arrows, autoplay, stop and hover, that is okay, and these are all options are good. Also we can disable the navigation arrows just like this, and we are good. And now we can click update. And now if we preview this website, you can see that this is how our homepage is looking. So next up, we need to add a footer in our website. So in order to add a footer in the website, what you need to do is to click on this customize. So from here, what you need to do, first of all, go to this footer and then choose this layout too. Now you may notice that we have more area available in this footer. So next up, you need to go to this widgets, and in footer style to 1, we need to insert widget in here. So click on add block, browse all, and then you have all of these widgets available. Now if we have a look at our website, we have this image, and then we have these social icons, and then we have some content. So what we can do is to add an image widget. We can click on media library, and we'll have to choose a logo. Now you can see we have a logo here. Now what we need to do is to add another widget for social media. We'll use Digeco social media widget, and we can write the description. Copy the description and paste it here and in here. For now, I can insert simply hash to enable these icons. And now you can see we have these icons available, but we do not want a title in here, so I'll remove the title, and now our title is removed. So what I'll do is to hit publish and I'll go back. Now in footer style 2, we have this our services section. So I'll click on add a block, browse all, and I'll search for services or the menu widget or something like that. So I'll search for navigation menu and I'll paste it here. I'll label it as our services. Now we'll have to create a menu for this. So don't worry, we'll create menus for this section. Then we have footer style 3. In here we need to add important links. Once again we'll use the same widget. I'll add the title and we'll select the menu for this later. In the footer column 4, we need to add contact informations. So I'll click on browse and search for contact. Here we have all the widgets that we require, like address for footer, I'll title is as contact info, and for the description part we'll copy this description and paste it here, and for location we'll copy this and paste it here. For phone, copy the phone number and paste the phone number here. For email, copy this and paste it here. Once that is done, click on publish and get back. Get back and make sure all the widgets are added in there. So once that is done, you can close this customizer. Now if you go back to your footer, you can see that we have these things available here. Now what we need to do is to go to appearance and menus, and we need to add two more menus for our services and important links. Once again, we'll go to front end of our website and refresh this website. No, nothing, because the menus are created but we haven't assigned those menus to the widget. So what we need to do is to assign our menus to the widget. So once again we'll go to widgets and then footer style 2. Here we need to assign our services menu, and then for footer style 3, here we need to assign important links menu. Now this is done. Hit publish. And now we have successfully created our header, the home page, and this beautiful footer for this website. So the next step is that we have to create the services page. So in order to do the services page, go back to your dashboard and navigate to the pages, and the pages, go to the services, click on edit with Elementor. So I already have created this template, and I'll be providing you this template, and you can get this template from the description part of this video. So now what you need to do, when you will download the template, upload this template by clicking on add template and click on my template, and from here you will have to click on this import template button, and then you will choose these files. In my case, I already have these files created from this website. So what I'll simply do is to locate the service page file, and I'll click on insert. It will ask me, do you want to also import the document setting of the template? I'll click on yes, and this will start importing the template on the page. So now you can see that the template has been imported, and you will be easily able to customize anything on this page. Once the template is inserted, click on update. One more thing that I want you to remember about the page settings is that make sure the layout is always the full width. Custom sidebar should always remain on default. Main menus should always remain on default. Transparent header should always remain on default. Top bar, top bar layout, header on and off, header layout, footer area, copyright area, content padding top, content padding bottom, banner. These all should remain to default, and for the breadcrumb, you will keep it as enable. And for the rest of thing, they are all remain as default. So once the service page is created, next step is that we will start creating our about us page. So in order to create the about us page, you will do the same thing as we did on about us page, and then in the same way we will import the template for contact us page and for the pricing page. So in order to import the template for about us page, contact page, and the pricing page, what you need to do is to simply click on this folder icon, and then from here you will have to choose my templates, and from my templates you will be able to import any of those templates that I will provide you. So for this one we'll have to choose this insert button, and once you will do that, the same layout will imported for you on your website. In the same way you can import this contact page template, and also you will be able to import this our pricing page template as well. So once that is done, the next step is to edit the portfolio page. Now this is a little bit different, so I would like to explain you how you will be able to set up this portfolio page on your website. So in order to set up the portfolio page on your website, what you need to do is to grab some portfolio items. I already have set it up couple of portfolio items just to show you, but in your case when you will import this template, you will not have anything available in here. So what you will have to do is to head back to the dashboard, and from here you will go to this portfolio. And from these portfolios, let's say you will click on add new, and for add new you will choose these. This will remain as a title, but I'll change the title to love as color. Love is color, and here you will have to add the description for the portfolio. In our case, because I am adding a demo portfolio, so I'll paste this description. Here you can add the tags for your portfolio item. So for example, I can add branding and portfolio. Branding portfolio. After that, here you can choose the category. I'll choose graphics design, and then you will be able to set a featured image. So I'll quickly save this image in the portfolio items. Don't worry, I'll provide you all of these images and the resources we are using in this video. So I'll upload this portfolio image. Once that is uploaded, I'll click on set the featured image, and once that is done, here we'll have to add additional information about the info title. So the info title is going to be the same as the title of your portfolio. Then after, you can write a short description if you want, but I'll keep it as blank. Then you can add the client name. So in the client name, let's say I'll add radius theme, and then we have starting date, ending date, and then the website. Once that is done, then you can choose portfolio right image. This here is the portfolio right image. This image will appear right here. So I can choose the portfolio right image. So I'll use the same iPhone X image, and then you can add some social media links in here. So I'm just adding hash symbols in there. Once that is done, click on publish. Once the post will get published, click on view post, and you will be able to see that post just like this. So now the thing is how you will be able to locate this in the portfolio page. This is our portfolio page that we are creating. So things will automatically get synchronized when you will import the template. The only thing that you will have to do is to refresh the page, and you will be able to locate the portfolio item that we have recently added into our WordPress dashboard. So here you can see our portfolio item is available. So with that, this is how you'll be able to add more portfolio items to your website. These tabs are actually the categories that we are adding in the backend. So once that is done, the next thing is how you will be able to create the blog page into your website. So for that, you will have to click on visit website, and then if you go to blog, you can see that I already have added 3 blog posts in there. So for example, we want to add one more post in the year. I'll just show you one more post to give you an idea that how you will be able to add more posts on the website. So first of all, I'll head back to the dashboard and click on add new. And once you will click on add new, a new window will open. And meanwhile, I'll copy this title and I'll paste this title in here. And then I'll copy the description and I'll paste the post content or description, whatever you want to say. And after that, I'll copy this image and paste this image as a featured image of the blog post. So once it gets uploaded, I'll paste it as featured image, and then you can choose a category. So for example, I'll choose at corporate business. Then you can allow the comments and everything that is there. You don't need to change any of these settings. Click on publish. And now if I refresh this page, you will be able to see our new blog post available right here. So how do you set up this blog post? It is very simple. Just go to pages and make sure you have this blog page created. Once you have blog page created, go to the settings and go to readings, and from the readings make sure this post page is remain on blog page. So once that is done, click on save changes. Now one more thing, how you will be able to customize the layout of this blog page. So in order to do that, you will click on this customize. Once the customizer will load it on your website, head to this blog settings, and here you have multiple layouts available. For this video, I'm using the layout 3, but if you want, you can use the layout 1. It will look like this, or the layout 2, it will look like this, or if you want, you can keep the same layout as I'm using. This is layout 3. Then here you have more options. If you want to enable all of these options, you can enable them, but for me, I don't want to enable any of these, so I'll keep them as they are, and I'll hit publish, and I'll close this. So with that, you'll be able to set up all of these pages available in the navigation menu. Now the next thing that we have to do is that on the footer, if you go to footer, you can see that we have to remove this by radius theme. So in order to do that, what you will do is head toward the appearance and then Digeco options. And once you will get here, choose the footer option, and from footer, make sure the display footer area is enabled and it is on 4 column, and the bottom image display is enabled, and footer background type is background image, not the background color. Then make sure you have the correct logo, and then for the content area, from here you can change this URL href. You can change this URL or keep it as blank, whatever you want, and then from here you can change the text. So for example, I name it as reserved by my name, which is Gazanfar Ali, and I hit save changes, and I'll change this as well, the websites, the websites, and I hit save changes. And now if I go back to the front end of my website, and if I refresh the website, now you can see this text is changed. So this is how you will be able to remove the copyrights from the footer. And with that, this website is created step by step using Elementor and Elementor Pro and the theme called Digeco. If you like this video, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel and leave a comment if you have any question. I would like to respond all of your queries. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.